Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Razovy, and today I want to talk about the best eShop deals, Nintendo eShop deals, right now. So let's go take a look. These are the ones that I would highly recommend, so I hope you're going to like them as well. We're going to start with Monster Hunter Rise. Now, this game is one of my favorite games out of all time. Modern games, that is. For the folks that don't know, Monster Hunter is a series in which you basically hunt monsters. Well, mind blown right now, I'm assuming, right? Who could have thought? And this is basically a game that was created for the Switch, did get a PC port and also PlayStation and Xbox and all that kind of stuff, but it officially released on the Switch first. And this is such a cool game. Basically, you hunt monsters. It's $10 right now. That is worth it. It was worth it when it was like full price. It is worth $10. Trust me. Now, if you want to maybe also get the DLC, that might actually be a little bit more expensive. But even if you don't want to play the DLC and just want to play the base game, $10 is so worth it. Then we have Blasphemous 2. Now, Blasphemous 2 is basically a game about, it's kind of like basically you play as a guy who has to go through all of these levels that are all based on Christianity, okay? And it's based on specifically Catholicism, and you have to, it's kind of like a Metroidvania kind of thing, where you have to go through all of these levels and backtrack and whatnot, and then eventually slay huge monsters. And it's a 2D game. It's beautiful. The first game was really good, but the second game, in my humble opinion, is even better. And it's currently 50% off. It's like $15. That is so awesome. You know, the weird part is the original game is still $25 right now. So you're going to get a way better deal by buying the second game, and the second game is better too. So I would highly advise anyone to go and take a look at Blasphemous 2. It is wonderful. It is such a good game. Then we have this wonderful piece. It's called Sakuna of Rise and Ruin. This is a mixture of an RPG and a platformer, and also, but only very lightly, also a farming sim. But that element of it is really small. It's good, but it's a small element of it though. Currently 50% off. It's set in Japan. It's a very it's cartoonish. It's gorgeous. Really, it's when it comes to like its style, I think it's absolutely gorgeous, and I think most people would agree with me on that. It is so beautiful. 50% off. Is currently $15 on the eShop. That is such an amazing deal. Like, there's no reason as for you to not get this. It's so good. Then we have Wargroove. Now, if anyone has ever played Advance Wars on the Game Boy, you're most likely going to know what Wargroove is. It's basically Advance Wars, but a modern version of it. And you play as very colorful characters. It is 70% off. It is $6 right now. It wasn't even expensive when you pay full price. It's $20, but $6. I mean, come on. This is so fun. Like, imagine buying Advance Wars on the Game Boy right now. I'm assuming it's way more expensive than buying this, and it's really good. So just get this, please. Don't get me wrong. If I would have to choose between this or Monster Hunter, yeah, get Monster Hunter, but this is good though. This is like the pixel art is so gorgeous, man. It's insane. However, when talking about gorgeous pixel art, it's kind of impossible not to talk about Eastward. Eastward is 50% off. It's currently almost $13. And basically, this is a game where it's like a RPG type of game, but not with it's like Earthbound. If you've ever played that, like Earthbound, but maybe I'm going to trigger some people here, but even more beautiful and more modern, of course. That's not really trigger, but maybe, but you know what I mean. It's so beautiful, and the story is amazing. You basically play as this guy who is trying to save this young girl from something, I won't say what, and they live underground. Again, I won't say why. It's gorgeous. It's a beautiful story. Get this game. It is so freaking worth it. Again, more pixel art, gorgeous pixel art, Octopath Traveler. Now, this is one of the most expensive games in this list, as you might have noticed. It's still 50% off though, $30, but the MSRP was $60. absolutely gorgeous game. This is a long game, and this is one heck of an RPG. It has turn-based combat. You basically play as 8 characters, or you can play as 8 characters if you want. You don't have to, but you can. You can recruit many other characters, and you play as them as well. It is a gorgeous game. All of the stories of the main characters are awesome. Well, sure, don't get me wrong. Some of them are better than others, right? But that's mainly like your own personal preference, because it's so awesome. Like, all of those stories are amazing. I like, in my humble opinion, I like the story of the dancer, of her storyline. I like that one the most, but it depends on the person, man. It is so good. You need to check out Octopath Traveler. It is worth it. Then we have a game for anime lovers. It's called Atelier Ryza Ever Darkness and the Secret Hideout. Currently 60% off. Again, rather expensive for some of you maybe, especially for the younger ones out there. $60 was the MSRP, but 60% off right now. I think it's the lowest ever. Yeah, it is. And basically you follow a young girl who wants to learn all about alchemy, and then has to gather resources, has to fight monsters. It's an RPG, turn-based combat, but it's fun. I played this on the Steam Deck, didn't play this on the Switch, but it's definitely worth it. Like, it's such a fun game, really. I would advise anyone to buy this unless you're not a fan of anime. If you're not an anime fan, you're not gonna like this. It's just that simple. There are too many anime tropes within this game for non-anime fans to like. All the other games that I mentioned, anyone will like them. Really, I sincerely believe that. But if you're not an anime fan, you're not going to like this one. If you are, though, you're going to love this. Then we have a classic, an absolute classic. Look, I have a soft spot for this, okay? It's called Mega Man X Legacy Collection. 60% off, currently $8. I love Mega Man X. I love Mega Man in general. I love the NES versions of Mega Man, but the Super Nintendo version of Mega Man X, or just Mega Man, that is, like the Super Nintendo version, I just love that so much. Like, I still play Mega Man X 1, 2, and 3 to this very day. And yes, I sometimes play them on the Steam Deck via the Legacy Collection. And also on the Switch via the Legacy Collection, because I bought it twice. That's how much I like it. Mega Man X is a shooter. Well, it's a platformer, and you shoot people and robots and that kind of stuff. But it's just so much fun, man. If you like old games, or if you want to get your feet wet in old games, this is the one to get. Mega Man X Legacy Collection. The cool thing is, the Legacy Collection number 2 of Mega Man X is also currently, I believe, also 60% off. So you could get both if you want. However, if I can give my personal, take on it, I wouldn't get the Legacy Collection 2. Why? Well, Mega Man X, the first 3 games are insanely good, which are in this collection. The other X games after 3, in my opinion, aren't that good. So I wouldn't get the Legacy Collection 2. But hey, that's me. Then we go to the final one, because I see that I did Eastward twice, and it's good, but we don't need to do it twice. Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection. 67% off, $10, worth it so much. If you like Street Fighter, if you've played any Street Fighter, you need this. It has all of the Street Fighters, with the exception of the most modern ones, of course. But it has the Third Strike, it has Turbo, right? It has all the good stuff. Same thing with Mega Man X. If you like old games, if you like the Super Nintendo, for example, what are you doing? You need these games, right? You just need them. You just need them in your life. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that this video was useful to you. If it was, make sure to click on the like button. Do not forget to press the subscribe button if you want to see more of this type of content. If you are going to press on the subscribe button, though, do me a favor, and actually also do yourself a favor, and click on the little bell icon. If you don't do that, you will not be recommended my videos. That's just how YouTube works nowadays. In the past, different story, but nowadays you need to click on the little bell icon. Having said that, my name is Razovy, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys later. Goodbye.